What's up, you guys? It's your girl Amani Love, and I am back with a special guest. This is a very important interview for me, and I'm sure for her as well. So, y'all know me. I'm going to go ahead and let her introduce herself, and then we'll get going with the interview.
Hi, my name is Kiana with Self Love Teas, and I'm happy to be here today.
Okay, so I asked you guys some questions on my social media, and you guys responded, and I'm going to ask her the questions that you guys want me to. Um, can you give us like a little background? Where are you from? A little bit about your business, cause she
Okay.
has a business, y'all. So
Okay. So, like again, my name is Kiana. I'm from Michigan, born and raised, all 31 years. I recently moved to Arizona. I love it here, AZ. Um, I I have two kids, and I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2018. All right, shortly after I stopped breastfeeding my daughter.
okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the questions. The first one is, how did you feel when you found out?
I was shocked, scared, trying to write my will out, thinking about my kids. That's how I felt. I mainly focused on my kids.
Um, Before we continue, I just want to say if you don't feel comfortable answering any questions, we can skip them.
Okay.
But that's so when you what did they? This isn't one of them, but what did they? Did you tell them, and what did they think about it?
Wow. I told them they really didn't know. My youngest was one at the time. She
Mm.
didn't, well, of course, get it,
Right.
and my 10-year-old, which was 8 at the time, she didn't get it, but she just listened. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
She
I
just.
watched videos with her and let her know what cancer really was.
How do you go about daily life now?
I go about daily life. How do I do that? Like I don't have cancer. I wake up every day and I just try to slay. I slay in life. I slay in my business. I slay in being a mom, being the best person I could be in this world.
How did it change your life, good or bad?
Mm, People might think this sounds crazy, but breast cancer was the best thing that ever happened to me. I would have not elevated to the point that I am, where I'm at right now in life. I'm not just saying financially, I'm saying mentally. Um, how wise I am, how I'm evolving into this a whole nother person, and it came from breast cancer.
Right. That's completely understandable. Um, does it run in your family, or were you the first person to have it?
It doesn't run in my family, but my cousin, she did have breast cancer also in her 30s.
Where do you get your strength from?
God.
Number one. Period.
Yeah,
Every
because some days I
time.
don't even know how I do it. And I most definitely know it's him.
And I'm sure your kids probably help with that too.
Yeah,
Cause
that's my
I
motivation.
know I love kids and
Yeah.
animals. Like I love them. Um, how did you tell your family, and what were their reactions?
Okay, I'm the youngest of five boys. So, of course, my brothers, they didn't know what to think or what to say to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they didn't know. My aunts and my uncles, they jumped right in. Both of my parents are deceased. My mom and my dad, they passed away before I was 25. So, that also had a lot to do with why I had breast cancer. But they reacted, I guess, like anybody else would, just scared, thinking it's my last day. When you hear cancer, you know death. My mom
Mm-hmm.
died of cancer, so of course they were scared for me, worried for me. My boyfriend, he just kind of stayed in a little shell. He's just now kind of getting it for real. So people just handle it different. My daughter, Mayana, the one I keep talking about so much, she was the one that um, just did everything for me.
Come say hi. Come say hi.
She
This is
is.
her daughter, her oldest one. This is Ayana, and she is 10. We're so thankful for you.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Um, how did their reactions make you feel? Like just
Now that she's gone, one time she told me that she thought that I was gonna die. You know, I asked her personal questions about herself, or like, how does she feel? Is she unhappy? She was like, I'm not unhappy. I just don't want you to die. And it, she broke down and started crying. So I had to hold it together. And ever since that day, I fought for her. I fight for her, and I'm going hard for her now. You know, no sugar, no meat. I've changed my whole lifestyle, um, just for her, just off of that. So that one reaction that she gave me and let me know how she really felt, it made me go hard.
what has been the hardest part of everything since finding out?
Knowing that I will lead them one day.
Because you're stage 4.
Yeah.
And
People do beat it.
for people who don't know that, I'm going to let you explain if you want to explain like a little bit about what stage 4 is for people who don't know.
So I guess cancers is levels to this. So stage 4, stage 1 is maybe it's the size of your tumor. That's what I've learned. So I guess if you just find it and it's small, that's stage 1, and then I guess as it gets bigger, it elevates to another stage. So mine was stage 3 at first, and they removed my breast and all that stuff, and it's in my blood now. It's in my bones. So now that's what make it stage 4. Once it gets to another part of your body, once it's not, once it metastasizes, that's the word they call it.
Mm-hmm.
But once it starts to spread, that's what stage 4 is. Breast cancer that has spread from one location to another.
Okay. So, and there's only 4 stages. So
Yes, and
that's
at this stage they say it's no cure for me. So anything that I do is just, I'm hoping that it could cure me.
going off of that. You mentioned earlier about changing your diet. What did you change about your diet, and how has it been? Do you make your kids change your diet with you, or like, are you just doing it by yourself? Like, how has it been, and what have you changed about it?
Okay, for them, I trick them sometimes. I make them go vegan with me a little bit. Like we'll eat all sides, just no meat. So everybody pick a side and make it fun like that for them to be on it. But I don't force them. They still eat meat, and they still eat sugar and drink juice. But I just make sure it's the best.
Right.
If they eating chicken, it's organic and it's grass fed, and if they eating beef, it's this and it's that. So it costs more, but it's healthier for them.
It's
And
worth it.
yeah, and then they're young enough that I can just easily transition them over to it. So I am going to do that. It's healthier for them. The only thing I didn't like about I lost so much weight. I dropped. If you want to lose weight, no sugar, but I lost 30 pounds in like 3 weeks.
That is amazing.
No sugar, no meat. I did a little fasting, and I just ate fruits, vegetables, smoothies, juices, and only thing that's grown from the earth, only things that I ate, and I lost 30 pounds. So that being said, that was a drastic change. Of my life, I couldn't believe no sugar, like none, no potatoes, no, you just sugars and everything. So I would be I'm in the grocery store and I'm reading labels and stuff like that. But I learned what I could eat, and I started to eat it, and I do it, and I read a lot of books like Cancer Free with Food. But yeah, I read a lot of books like that, and that helped me and give me guidance. And I just go hard, that's all I can do is say I go hard, and whatever it is, I try to do.
And you talked about losing 30 pounds in 3 weeks. That's clearly an accomplishment. That goes on to the next question. It says, what were your accomplishments that you are most proud of. Is that the one that you're most proud of?
The most, my business, my clothing line. I think that's something I'm most proud of. And maybe just being a mom.
Hmm.
Actually, honestly,
That's a
I like
blessing.
being a mom. Yeah. Um, that's what it is.
Okay. Do you want to tell them a little bit about your business, your name, your brand, what you sell? Obviously, I'm gonna have the links to everything, like
Okay.
your social media and everything in the description. But just kind of give us like a little background story of your business and how it came to be. When did you start? How is it going now? That kind of thing.
Okay. Great. My business came about. I actually wanted to do a Christian clothing line. Prior to breast cancer, I wanted to make T-shirts and I wanted to do Christian clothing line. And I got diagnosed with breast cancer, so it just kind of transitioned to something else. Once I lost my breast, I had my breast removed, and chemo took my hair out, and all those changes to my body and to my life, I came up with something called self love because first I started wearing the wigs. That wasn't working because the medicine they had me on had me hot flashing. So end up wearing the bald head, and I put my earrings on or head scarves, and I owned it. And I would wear shirts, same type of shirt she would wear, I would wear, and I just owned it, and I wanted people to know that no matter what you going through, just because mine is cancer, it could be you losing a limb, or you losing a parent, or or just something that you just feel like you can't go on no more. But if you just hold on to that self love that you have for yourself, if it's just a little bit, you just hold on to it and and go and take it one day at a time. So I wanted people to know that. So I started putting it on the shirt. So my logo is self love, and it's a heart, and I just want people to keep loving themselves. Cause if don't nobody else love you, who will?
Yeah, most
God
definitely.
love you, but if you don't love you, so
Exactly.
I love me. No breast, no hair, no nothing. I love me.
Cause she's beautiful. She's a beautiful black queen, no matter what. And I'm blessed to have met someone like her. But going with the self love, I could write a book about that. But going with the self love thing, I know that can be very hard, um, because I have a hard time like loving myself. Everybody has um, flaws or things that they don't like about themselves, or just certain things like that. And I just feel like I'm not trying to minimize anybody else's problems, but people are going through like people people are going through everybody's going through something, and somebody could always be going through worse than you. And I try to remember that, and I try to hold on to that, because like I be having things happen to me, and I'm like, it could be worse though. Like I could be this or I could be that. You know what I mean? So like this, do you feel the same way when you go out through your days? Like, oh, I could be this or I could be that, or do you just feel like at this point you're just like,
The
I can't run
whole
from it?
right now with the COVID going on and everything, that it makes life just. I'm already fighting to live. Now
Exactly.
y'all fighting to live
Not
too.
everybody, yeah.
Now everybody fighting to live. So that's my take on it. I'm humble. I'm in between. I'm already. They gonna have a cure for COVID before they have a cure for cancer. So I'm just
You're just
chill. I take it one day at a time. Today I had a little anxiety. She had a few tears, and because I had a PET scan, and that's to see if it's cancer anywhere else in my body. So that being said, I'm just still taking it one day at a time. I haven't had the results. I don't care what the results are. I know I'm healed. I know I will be healed. So I'm not waiting on that test to tell me that.
you're just
And 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. So I just want ladies to know that eliminate stress. Stress.
I wanted to touch back on that too because you mentioned earlier about stress being, well, I don't think you said it on the video, but you mentioned to me about stress being like basically saying, oh, opening your body to all kinds of diseases and infections and
Yes.
all that kind of stuff. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. Like if you ever hear somebody talk like, "Oh, I can't sleep. This happened to me, and I can't sleep. I can't eat," because your body is messed up. You're not balanced. So now that your body is trying to help you in that area, it's either fight or flight right now. So instead of your body working properly like it usually does, it's working hard trying to fix what's wrong with you. So now it's able to let things in like the virus or cancer, diabetes. If you watch life, someone will die or something tragic or some trauma will happen in someone's life, and slowly after, they will develop some type of disease or chronic illness, obesity, eating too much, anything. So it all comes back to stress, the problem that caused you to start overeating or not eating or not sleeping or drinking too much, smoking too much. So it's so crazy if we could just all focus in on ourselves. Really, we all have mental issues, things that we could be going through, and we all don't know how to deal with them. But if we come together, start talking to one another, don't it's a lot of trolls on the internet and all that stuff, and the trolls in life, but find you someone credible that you can talk to, depend on, and trust, and confide in them and let them know how you feeling, for real, because stress will kill you. It can. And if it doesn't kill you, it can let something into your life that can eventually kill you. So I do things like yoga, meditation, exercise. Black women, we don't tend to exercise as much as we should.
I'm guilty.
So,
I'm guilty, y'all. I'm already.
And we have to. You have to love this body. You have to put the right things into this body. So just keep on doing the right things for yourself, because you only get one life and one body. So watch what you put in it.
Basically, treat your body good. Your body gonna treat you good. Period.
Yes.
And don't stress, y'all. Don't stress, cause even like, even like in my life, I stress about things, and I have a hard time dealing with problems. So that's like a really important thing. If you need help, please ask. Talk to people, like she said. When I first met her, I'm gonna tell y'all how I met her. So, y'all know she got a clothing line, Self Love. I'm gonna link the stuff in the description. And I seen it on Facebook, and she asked me to basically show her how it works to with models in her clothing line. So I was explaining it to her, and I pulled up, and honestly, y'all, I was going through a rough time. That's a whole nother video because I haven't posted in a while, and there's a reason why. But I was going through a rough time, and I was just crying in the car before I came there. But when I pulled up, I'm like, okay, business, big girl panties. And I fixed myself up, put on some lip gloss, made myself better. She comes, we talking business, and when we got done, she asked me, she was like, what's going on in your life? And I wanted to break down, y'all, because I'm like, God told her that something was going on in my life, because I clearly didn't show it, or maybe I did, I don't know, but it just really touched me. And then she told me her story, and we got to talking, and she just told me, if you ever need me, because we live really close to each other, and she just told me, if you ever need me, you can come over, we could talk, we could chill, and I'm just like, this is this lady's first time meeting me, and she's telling me that she'll be there for me, and it just helps, because she's older, she's more experienced, and it just really made me feel like someone cared, because obviously I have family who cares, but if y'all don't know, I'm in Arizona like by myself. My mom and my siblings are back home, so I'm here alone. So it just helps to know that it's like not a, I don't want to say mother figure, but just another lady figure in my life that's like close to me that I could talk to. So that was a beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful that we met, and I'm thankful for her. And I just want to tell all y'all to keep grinding. That's my end message. Keep grinding, never give up, and love yourself.
Let me have a hug.
Cause I literally, y'all, I'm so grateful. Like y'all just don't know. Do you have any ending thoughts?
Just yeah, I just she's a great person. I'm happy to be here with her. I'm happy to be working with her. You know, y'all, at the beginning, you're gonna see this young lady do big things out here. And anybody that's out here, if you don't believe in yourself, believe in yourself. Okay? Don't do it because well such and such is doing this, so I shouldn't do it, or I'm afraid. What if they don't like it or don't? So what? Just jump out there and do it. Everybody should have their own business, some type of something for yourself, your own hustle, your own grind, your own business. Everybody should. And if you need any business help, we can help you with that as well. So I just want you to know, just be the best you every day.
Period. Every single day, no matter what.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having this interview. I had a good time.
Yes, me too.
Very emotional, very touching, very inspiring. Yeah, so hopefully you guys will probably be seeing more videos. And at the end, I'm going to show y'all a clip of like some of her clothing items. Like I said, I'm going to link it. So yeah, thank you again.
No
and we're going to end it there.
All right.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys. So obviously, you guys, this is her self-love clothing line. Y'all can't tell me that this outfit for a little girl isn't super cute. Make sure to click the link in the description box.